Easy and convenient, two words you don't usually hear when it comes to airport security. Frequent travelers understand the rush, stripping off your jacket, untying your shoes, slinging off your belt, just for an alarm to go off anyway. New technology hopes to end the chaos and improve overall safety by screening for objects once thought to be undetectable, says Bill Frayne, CEO of Liberty Defense.
We've developed this technology, HexWave, that's a walk-through screening portal that's going to look for not only metallic items, but non-metallics. So, things that are popular now, the ghost gun, the 3D printed gun, plastic explosives, pipe bombs.
Numbers of 3D printed guns, or ghost guns, are on the rise in the U.S. 38,000 of the privately made firearms were recovered by law enforcement between 2017 and 2021. That, according to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. These weapons are made at home, are not legally registered, and often go undetected.
It's becoming more popular, not only in the U.S., but in Canada as well. So, that's why we've developed this technology to really look for any type of anomaly that's on the body.
Originally developed at the MIT Lincoln Laboratory, Wilmington-based Liberty Defense hopes HexWave will lead defense technology into the future.
New threats come out, new capabilities, so we got to try and stay ahead of that. So we can train the system to look for those different threats. And we can actually send them to an existing customer over the airwaves. So it's kind of future-proof, from a detection capability standard.
Software updates can be sent out remotely to HexWave, eliminating the need to replace the hardware. Faster and more efficient screening is what Frayne and his team are aiming for. Passing through HexWave is quicker than many current screening systems at most airports, and it directs agents to where a threat is on the body.
It can be a directed search. So we say the person has a threat and it's on their back.
Simple, right? Liberty Defense President Michael Lanzaro explains more.
So I'm going to walk through the system as if I were entering a facility or a building, for instance. I'll walk through, I'll turn, and continue to walk on. As you can see on the system alarmed, and it actually found a plastic gun, right? Non-metallic, certainly, in my back, concealed by my coat jacket.
HexWave isn't the only tech Liberty Defense is working on. Long-term plans include a shoe scanner that would eliminate shoe removal in the TSA line, and software upgrades to the existing security technology.
Our sole goal is to be there and try and prevent something from happening, and that's what drives everybody in this organization, and continue to develop, and again, try and stay ahead of the bad actors.
Randolph native Paris Chandler is a software engineer.
I got into tech back in 2017, and I got in through a non-traditional background.
But upon starting her first job, she felt like she didn't quite fit in.
I started realizing that I'm the different one in the room, where I was never in a place where I was very aware, I'm the only Black person or a woman who's in this space. So when I got into tech, that happened to be the case every single time.
She turned to Twitter.
I noticed that there were some other Black people in tech on that platform, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I posted a tweet asking, what does Black Twitter in tech look like? That tweet ended up going viral.
Not only were Black people in tech reaching out to Chandler, but industry leaders were inquiring as well.
Employers were DMing me on Twitter asking if I would recruit candidates from this new community into their company.
That's when Chandler created the Black Tech Pipeline, a job board and recruiting platform focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI.
You want to diversify every industry because we live in a very diverse world. We have representation of people from all backgrounds, people who look different, talk different, think differently. Equity is about making sure that we are giving proper resources and access to everyone so that we can sort of level the playing field. We're all capable of reaching success together.
Despite Chandler's recruiting efforts, she finds that even though companies are hiring a diverse staff, they're not always able to retain them.
They weren't really trying to practice DEI to its fullest extent. It was more so to put on a show. And I felt really bad because I had never vetted any of those companies.
Now Chandler vets companies and they get a profile on Black Tech Pipeline listing their company priorities.
I want to be able to take my time instead of feeling like we have so many clients, like we just have to rush through. It doesn't work that way with diversity, equity, and inclusion. Am I losing money? Possibly, I don't know. But remaining true to myself and true to the mission, I feel like it needs to stay small.
And Paris Chandler says she was so busy with Black Tech Pipeline that she left her software engineering job to focus on it full time. Back to Liberty Defense, the Toronto and Atlanta airports recently tested HexWave. The company says screening is faster because people don't have to remove jackets, belts, phones, and keys.